Welcome, guys, to today's new episode of Firestorm Reviews, where today we'll be reviewing Transformers Rise of the Beast Leader Class Optimus Primal. I just got this figure yesterday from Toymates, not sponsored, but if you in Townsville and need to get a good figure, go down there and pick up some figures. They have a lot there. This figure is amazing with the way he looks to us. But before we look at the figure, let's look at the box. Here we have the box with him in his big monkey mode. and he's Studio Series 0106. He says Studio Series there, it says Primal, his faction, Hasbro, everyone's favorite overlords who own our Transformer souls. Amen. And on the side we have a picture of him in his robot mode. We have what's on the back. We have him with Optimus Prime's here for some reason. Picture of him in the displacing. Him with his chain sword. Him with the new MacGuffin, monkey mode. Image of his monkey form yelling. And yeah, that's the box. Now let's check it out here. And here we have the Optimus Primal figure. And he looks amazing. The sculpting and painting are clearly awesome. Looks exactly like how he did in the movie, and he comes with some accessories. Let's have a look at them now. Let's drop to one of the accessories. Here's his swords, change weapons, and let me just grab something real quick. Here we have the my other Primal figure, Kingdom Optimus Primal, and this is what the swords between the figures look like, comparing the two. Alright. His swords can connect to his chain weapon here, which has bend, and same for this one. You can connect them here. First I saw you could use it for Battle Trap to help connect his chain, his base to his chain, but it didn't work. Alright, now we have, and there are his swords like I mentioned before. Now we have Optimus Prime's axe for some reason. Instead of packaging it with Studio Series Optimus Prime for the Bumblebee for the Rise of the Beast movie, they packaged it with this guy. Leave your theories down in the comments below why you think that happened. And here we have his movie's MacGuffin, the Transwarp Key. And let me just chuck that in the pile of MacGuffins of Transformers. There, now all my MacGuffins are safe. Let's have a look at the sculpting here. Very nice. The scratches, and I'm not sure if those are paint chipping or not, because I've played with this figure a little bit. But I think it's not, and he has his Maximal logo right there on his chest. A very nice face printing. Bright green eyes that do blend in a little bit, but it's mainly because of my lighting. We have a nice skin fur textures here on his shoulder, on his legs and all that. Some good gunmetal gray. And like most Transformers, he has a bit of a backpack, but it's not the worst backpack I've seen. And like I've said before, I don't care if a Transformer has a backpack. It's not really a bigger deal. As long as it's not too bad, it's alright. Alright, now let's give him some size comparisons. Here we have him next to the Rise of the Beast Autobot cast. Well, at least the cast that I have, and Maximals, Bumblebee, Pablo / Wheeljack, and Air Razor. And he looks amazing with them all in robot mode, except for Air Razor, since we never saw her in her robot mode. Still don't know why. Alright, now let's go to the villains. And here he is next to the Terracons and Scorponok from Rise of the Beast, or at least all the ones I own. By the way, if you expect me to do a review of the Nightbird figure for Studio Series, I'm not. She's one of the figures I refuse to get. I don't really like her. I am waiting for the Scourge's Minicons though. Anyway, let's move on to the next sizes. And here he is with my cast of Beast Wars Maximals, not including Dinobot, and Black Arachnia, and Rhinos because I forgot where I put them. Alright, let's have a look at the Predacons now. And here we have him next to the Beast Wars Predacons crew. And a little quick side tangent. I'm excited to see Black Arachnia in the new Transformers 1 movie, even though she looks a little bit like Arachnid from Transformers Prime. Alright, let's move on to the Poseability. Alright, for Poseability, he has a ball joint on the head where he can move around. Rotation at the arms. Arms can bend out. Shoulder panels lift up. Bicep rotations. Bend at the elbow, wrist rotations, and finger Poseabilities. I've noticed this lately. A lot of Transformers figures that I've gotten that are leader classes or Voyagers have been having posable fingers. He has waist rotation, which I'm surprised isn't worked into his transformation. His legs can kick out that far and back that far. Do the splits. Bend at the knee. Foot pose, bend at the foot. And these things here move. Alright, now let's move on to some poses. Here we have him being sued by Battletrap's lawyers for not giving him a fair fight. Here we have him yelling, "Get over here!" to Optimus Prime. Here we have Air Razor and Primal fighting Scourge, which I would have loved to see in the movie. Alright, let's get on to the transformation, but before I go too far, I forgot to mention he has a butterfly jaw like this. Alright, the first step you want to do is turn him around, untap that part of his back, lift it up, rotate this down, tab it into his guts, then you have his gorilla chest, then you stretch this out, rotate that around, pull that down, and boom. And then you take his chest here, open it up, rotate that around, slide that in, and boom, you got his head up. Then you slide that down, turn him back around, and then now we move on to the legs here, where first you take these parts here, slide them in, untab this part here, and then you move out his monkey feet, then rotate these up like this, fold these in here, move those upwards, then you have his foot like that, and just to repeat it, let me just go like so, and slide that up, and probably not struggle a little less than me, and close these in like that. Sorry if I struggle with doing that. Alright, and then focus on his hands here. You want to untap that part there, open this up, take this part here, slide it upwards, make sure his hands are closed fully, rotate like so, rotate his hands here, then swindle that around, close it all up till you hear us and click, and do the same on the right here, which is always a bit tricky. Like that, slide up, repeat, rotate bicep around, and then take his hands and open these up. And bada bim bada boom, you have him in his monkey mode, which is just as amazing as it was in the movie. Now let's just zoom in here. Now let's have a look at the details of his monkey. Most of the details are the same, except for like some black parts here. Things being short. His monkey feet. We get a better look at them now. Come on, focus. Ah, there, focused. That's what his monkey feet look like. He has big monkey biceps, which for some reason remind me of Malga from Overwatch 2. And his monkey head looks amazing. Yeah, and let's have a look at the posability first, and then we'll do size comparisons for his monkey. Head is on a ball joint again, and he has an opening jaw, so you can go blah 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 monkey monkey monkey. And then here you have butterfly joints that allow him to open up like so. Same posability as the arm here, but just reversed. And posable fingers. And down here, same legs, just kick back and forth, just a little limited, and no lower feet posability. Alright, let's move on to this. Let's move on to size comparisons. Here we have him next to the Autobots and Maximals from Rise of the Beast. Well, at least the ones in my collection anyway. Here we have him next to the Rise of the Beast Terracons and Predacons cast. At least, again, one's in my collection. Now let's move on to the Beast Wars crews. And here we have him next to my Beast Wars cast, minus Beast Wars Air Razor, because she's broken. And Wasp Mare, because I just refuse to transform this guy because of how annoying he is. So yeah, he scales with them pretty decently. So now let's move on to the one last size comparison I want to do. And here he is compared to all my monkey figures I own, including King Kong with a shotgun for some reason. So yeah. Here we have him doing an A pose for some reason. I'm not an A pose, T pose. And yeah, I'm just going to tell you my final thoughts of him now. This is a good figure. He's probably going to be my favorite out of the Rise of the Beast Maximals and Predacons so far, since I only have 3 of them. He comes with a decent amount of weaponry, and I misplaced his chain somewhere, so, oh, here they are, just sitting off camera. So yeah, he's a really good figure, definitely one to add to your collection if you want to, or if you're completing Studio Series. He has amazing posability, awesome detail, a lot of accessories that will be useful, and if you want to collect as many MacGuffins as you can, he comes with one of these. So yeah, if you get a chance to pick up Optimus Primal, don't forget to go grab him. And yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.